Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Shane Bieber. What do you look for here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And here it comes. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Naylor sizing this one up. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
In there at the knees. One out, base is empty. Ground ball, Naylor. He'll do it himself. Nice, efficient start to the afternoon. That's two out.
The right fielder, number 10, Sal Frelick.
2 outs, base is empty. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. That one way inside. This one lifted in the air, left field. Quan pulls that one down, and that'll do it. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Siggy, and starting this one, Freddie Peralta. What do we have on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Hoskins takes it to the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds, because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early and a few runs.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And the Guardians jump in front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Liner caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And now it's Josh Naylor. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. That one is gone. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
Came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Right side. And Laureano is retired. And that is the third out of the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Here in Cleveland, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
Number 12, Rhys.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The wind and the pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That's a little bit low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
So now 1-2 to Rhys. And down on strikes he goes. And 1 out now.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Willie Adames stands in. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Bieber, 28 years old, and he won a Gold Glove in 2022. The Guardians leading by 2 here at the top of the second. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee, and they're down 2-0. Bottom of the second. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor.
The catcher, Bo Naylor.
The wind of the pitch. Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first. One up, one down.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Will.
And now the DH, Will Brennan. Outfield playing pretty shallow. They'll rope into right, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here's Brian Riccio. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Yelich ranging back and caught on the warning track.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
And stepping in is the speedy Miles Straw. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Chourio makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Guardians. They're up 2-0. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. And the batter now, Jackson Chourio. Bieber back to work. On the outside corner, and that is strike one. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
This is Bryce Terang. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike one. And that's a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
In the air, right field. And that should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. And he's got himself a triple.
The third baseman, Andrew Monasterio.
One down. Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. And a foul ball. The Brewers trailing by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Kicks and deals. Got it by him for the K.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
To the top of the lineup, here's Yelich at the dish. Flied out his first time. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Two outs. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ramirez drifts towards it, drops into the glove, and that is that. Milwaukee leaves one. They're still down. It's 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
And a pitch. Base knock center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. And it hits the fence. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Golden opportunity right here. Fly ball down the line. And it's caught for the out.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh.
Here's Josh Naylor. He's already homered here in this one.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air. Look.
Ripped on a line. Out. Number 2.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Laureano comes up to hit. Flied to right his first time.
Laureano.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. And the righty deals. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Well, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Drilled to right. Way back there. And that is gone. He sends one out the opposite way. And they tack on 3. It's 5-zip. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That does it for Freddie Peralta. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher on now, Trevor McGill.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and no one can get there. Run comes in from second, and it's now a 6-run lead, and that's a double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Brian Rocchio digs in now. Fly to left his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Chourio on the move to the gap. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Guardians 6 and the Brewers nothing. Back now at Progressive Field. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, William Contreras. And he deals. He swings and fouls one off. Strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Laureano brings it in, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 10,
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
One down, base is empty. Got him looking. Now 2 out.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. And a foul ball. Close, but called a ball. 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, Jimenez. Over to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Gone in order are the Brewers. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here in Cleveland, here's the center fielder, Miles Straw. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan, 1 for 2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Fraley pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Andres Jimenez. He's already homered in this game. Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
That one drilled left field. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Man at second here with 2 away. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. There's a swing and a drive. Makes a leaping grab for the out.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Here in Cleveland, now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie
Adames, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
There's a strike at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pitch. He goes down looking.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. All of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Mitchell, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground to first. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Struck out swinging his first time. Lifted in the air, right field. Laureano makes the catch, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Josh Naylor. And the right-hander back to work. That one ripped. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So a man aboard, and up next for Cleveland, Ramon Laureano. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Chourio should have this one. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
The batter, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. A gigantic blast. It's 8-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
1 out, bases empty. Now it's the DH, Will Brennan. Base hit, center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ryan Rocchio. And there's a fly ball deep right field. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. Relay throw home, but it's offline. And they now lead by 9.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Elvis Peguero.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man at second with 1 away. So in now for Cleveland, Miles Straw. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Righty delivers. That one hammered left field. Yelich going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Stephen Kwan, the next to hit, 1 for 3. At a swing and a line drive into right field and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Guardians 9 and the Brewers nothing. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. The pitch.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got it. And 1 away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Third baseman, Andrew Monasterio.
So digging in, Andrew Monasterio. Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Number 22, Christian.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. And now it's Christian Yelich. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Now the throw to first on the run. And Milwaukee is set down in order. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Guardians 9 and the Brewers nothing. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Got all of that one. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 10-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. A massive home run, and they add to their lead. It's 11-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Josh Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Chourio raging back towards the wall. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
This to third. Fires over to Hoskins. And Laureano is retired.
Up next for Cleveland, the catcher, Bo.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. That one ripped right center field. See you later. A solo shot. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 12-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity.
Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Taylor Clark.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
2 outs, nobody on. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Liner, base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So 2 down. Now it's going to be Brian Rocchio. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Brennan around second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score. It's 13-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Miles Straw. On a line out towards center. Makes the catch, and that is that. Back now at Progressive Field, top of inning number 7, and here's the catcher, William Contreras. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Right through there for a strike. And that's outside. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Foul ball there. That clips a corner.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every bat.
And down on strikes. That's the second out. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Two outs, base is empty. Rhys Hoskins up now for the Brewers. Swung on, belted. Straw going back on this one. Bangs off the wall. Round second, digging for third. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
Runner at third, 2 gone. Willie Adames up now for the Brewers. On the ground, right side, Jimenez. On to first, and they get Adames for the out. And that is the inning. Brewers strand 1, still looking up at a 13-0 score. Bottom of the 7th, stepping in, Stephen Kwan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And that's a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
The batter.
And the batter now, Andres Jimenez, looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. That's out to center field. Chourio gets under it. Makes the grab. 1 away.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Well struck right field. And off the base of the wall. Frelick hustles to get it in. And that holds the lead runner at 3rd as it's a double. At 2nd and 3rd now with 1 away. Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Josh Naylor digs in for the Guardians. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. They must be going crazy in the dugout. His 2nd home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 16-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Bryce Wilson will take over here.
Number 46, Bryce Wilson.
Base is empty, 1 away. Ramon Laureano digs in for the Guardians. That one ripped left field. Hits the fence. Around 1st and hustling for 2nd. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
1 out, runner at 2nd. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. And he's gone yard again. His 3rd home run of the game. It's 18-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
All over that one right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up enough.
Ryan Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. On a line, base hit around third. He scores, and they extend their lead.
He was all over that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center.
Ryan Hudson taking over on the mound.
Ryan Hudson.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now the center fielder, Miles Straw. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it hits the base of the wall. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. So the batting order turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Now a screamer into the outfield. Chourio brings it in for the third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 8th inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Garrett Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell.
Bieber back to work. In the air, right field. Laureano settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 11.
Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. And a big swing and a miss.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Two outs, base is empty.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. The Guardians lead it 19-0. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. So in now for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here comes a pitch. That one out to right. Frelick after it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Woo, he was
Now
all
batting,
over that
third
first pitch
baseman,
fastball. Just
Jose
barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that one hammered Way back there. And gone. He made him pay for that one. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 20-0.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And now Josh Naylor and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, right fielder,
Ramon Laureano will hit next. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Naylor around third. The relay to the plate. He's safe.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So a man aboard. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. Out towards right center field. That one back. And it's gone. A 2-run homer. His 4th home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 23-0.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up.
Bobby Milner takes over on the mound.
now pitching for the Brewers, number 55, Bobby Milner.
One down. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Will Brennan. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Back, gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 24-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and now this place is really rocking. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So one out, nobody on. Stepping up for the Guardians, Ryan Rocchio. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they boost their lead. It's 25-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
One out, base is empty. Miles Straw getting ready to hit. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
Oh, one down. Fastball for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Abner Uribe. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That one laced to center and a base hit. Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Right side, hard hit. Sends it to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back here in Cleveland, down the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio.
Andrew Monasterio.
Bieber back to work.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
Here's the 0-2. Caught him looking for the K. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Yelich stands in now and watches strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is fouled back. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Jimenez throw to first. Just 1 out remaining for the Brewers.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
So last chance for the Brewers. Digging in, William Contreras. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Two outs. Right through there, got it. And that'll do it.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.